Good morning from South Africa. Yeah, it's Kusik here. So I'm trying something new today. I haven't done this ever before, and that is to try and mess around with my GPU live. But let's see if this works. So I've set up a screen cap on my computer. So you can see on my screen there, on the camera, everything is synced. So the first thing I want to do is just show you my RX 6800 that I got is dead standard. Everything, let me just clock it dead standard. Default clocks, there we go. Alright, so I'm gonna try a Midland Dogs challenge today and see if I can get my RX 6800 with a TGP of 250 watt to get a good score at a TGP of 75 watt, which is a lot lower than what its spec is. So the first thing we have to do that, obviously, is to set that TGP. And I think what I'm going to do is I'm going to do this systematically. I'm going to first just set the TGP, and then we'll do a little bit of a fire strike test and see how it goes. So first of all, I need to open More Power Tool. More Power Tool is the AMD tool for modifying your driver settings for your GPU. So what I want to do is I actually want to get the BIOS. Now I've already gotten it, but just to show you guys, let's get GPU-Z up. The way you get your GPU's drivers, your GPU's BIOS is with this button here on GPU-Z. Let me get my magnifier up. Alright, that much better. So this button next to your BIOS version, that button, if you say save to file, then you can save your GPU. So Navi21 ROM, see I've already saved it, but we can just override it, it's fine. There we go. Alright, so now we have that. Hey guys, post-production Kusik here. So there's a couple of things I left out in the stream that I'd like to rectify in the video. So let's go right ahead and do that. Okay, so the first thing you need to do is you need to select the GPU that you want to edit, and you load that BIOS file that you saved from GPU-Z, which is this Navi21.rom. I've got a bunch of saved files there. Alright, and then you can go ahead and set your settings. When you're done setting your settings, you can just click Save, and then you can save it as whatever. I just make it 75 watt TGP. .mtp, that's the file that it saves as. So you can save that preset, and then if you ever want to just go ahead and load that preset again after some time, you can just load it and then modify it. Next thing we want to do is to set our power and voltage. So what I need to do is on this page just set that 0 to 1 so that I can modify the power control. And here I can, you see, set the power limit. So we're just going to basically go and put that at 75, and that's it. Then I can write it to the driver and literally reboot the computer. Okay, so the computer is rebooting. And once the computer is reboot, we can do a fire strike test and see what we get with just modifying that number. So I've done nothing. The GPU will be stock standard except that the TGP has been modified. You'll see my GPU PPT limit, not PPT limit, there we go, PPT limit, yeah, 75 watt. So now if I run anything like Firmark, it shouldn't exceed 75 watts. It might spike above it for a millisecond or so, but it should stick around at 75 watts. So let's do that just for the fun of it. Let me just close this. Let's run Firmark, because Firmark is the de facto original burn-in for testing thermals and power limits and things. Let's run a 720p stress test and let that run in the background. And now you'll see my power is at 75 watts. Let me magnify that for you. 75 watt power there, TGP. And it shouldn't exceed that. It might go up a little bit more, just a little bit, but I should hit 75 watt now. So now we've set up the TGP limit, we can do a fire strike test. I've been told my GPU is a platinum sample because I'm able to hit 2.6 gigahertz on it at 950 millivolt, which is an undervolt. So that's pretty insane. I haven't messed around too much with More Power Tool. I've only started to learn More Power Tool a bit. It's actually quite fun, I must say. That's the amount of customizability. You can set F clock and your SoC clocks, everything. It's pretty crazy. Yeah, here's the actual. So we're getting about 90 frames per second there, 100 FPS. Just. Yeah, we're getting 115 FPS there a little bit. So it's not too bad, I guess. At 75 watt TGP. But I think we can improve on that. Alright, there we go. So let's see what we get. Oh yeah, this is my new home phase. Yeah, I moved here 2 weeks ago. So, well, I guess I already beat that score. Let me just remove my camera, then you can see clearly. Alright, so I got 25k on the physics and on the graphics 20.9. So I guess I already beat it, but let's just make sure that our TGP remained at relatively 75 watt. Let's see. Okay, we did get 76 watt there, but the TGP itself, TGP power went 1 watt over. I kind of expected that, so let's bring it down. Let's make it 74 watts so that we can hit 75 watt max. Where's this magnifier? And then what I want to do is I want to see if we can get a higher score. So first let's just open More Power Tool and just drop that TGP a bit. Power. Let's make it 74 watt. Or just say, yeah, 74 watt. So that it doesn't go over. Alright, so our TGP is now 74 watts. Okay, so next thing we want to do is to undervolt it a bit. So we basically managed, I forgot to check, but I don't think we hit very high clocks. But for the heck of it, let's just manually tune this GPU. Right, first things first, let's up this clock to as high as it will go. And I know I can stably get it at 950 millivolts. Alright, but at our TGP of 75 watt, it's obviously gonna bring the power a little bit down because it works on a power curve. So the higher your clocks go, the more voltage it puts into the GPU. But I'm modifying the power curve by modifying the maximum voltage here. So let's see what score we get if we can improve it. Oh, wrong one. 3D Mark. Alright, let's see what we have. I wouldn't be surprised. Yeah, it's the same. I expected that. Because I don't think it really changed anything on the clock side and the voltage side. Let's see here. What did we hit? GPU clock, we hit 1.5. Oh, not bad. 1.5 gigahertz. Okay. I think, what was our voltages that we hit on our GPU core voltage? 821 millivolts. Yeah, I thought it wasn't going to even hit 950. Okay, but that's good to know. So we can probably mess around a bit more and see what we can hit. Okay, so the 3D Mark score, the graphics score is the one we care about, that one there. And graphic card. Let's see the clocks. Clocks we've been running compared to his. Okay, the memory. Okay, that's obviously. So I've been running 1.5 against 2.2, but 2.2 is actually pretty good. Well done. 2.2 gigahertz is not bad. Memory clock frequency. I didn't even touch my RAM, my VRAM. So my next step will be, since I only hit 1.5 gigahertz, I know I can hit 1.8 gigahertz at 768 millivolts. I've tested it. I know I can. So if I max my clock out, I can actually hit 2000 if I remember correctly. Let's put it on 2 gigahertz. So now the voltage shouldn't go higher than that. Sap needs to open his pocket. Oh, heck yeah. Send a GPU to Australia, man. Send him a GPU down under. Okay, the graphics score. Hey, we got 100 points more. Yay. Yeah, we got like literally 100 more on the graphics score. Just a little bit more. Average clock 900 megahertz, 937. So we did get a slight clock bump there. Okay, so yeah, our PPT, at least we're staying below 75 watt. We could probably do a memory overclock as well, mind you. But my VRAM is really crap, like really bad. I can get a 2100 and it might be stable, but it's not stable. Like I can game on it, but I never stream on it because I've had crashes before. Now what we can do is we can set our minimum clocks, minimum core voltage to 650. Now this modifies the power curve, so we might get crashes. I can do 1.4 gigahertz at 650 millivolts and it runs stable. That's my mining config. But I don't know what it does when the clocks vary. I have no idea. We'll see. We'll see what happens. So that's the one. The SoC, I think we can maybe reduce this to 950, but I don't think we should push it any further than that. Let's write that and reboot. There we go. It's all good. Now we're probably going to have to mess around here further. Oh wait, there we go already. I don't think that worked. I got a crash. There we go, first crash for the day. The mouse is frozen. Yeah, it's gone. Might as well reboot it. So now here's the thing. If you've messed with the drivers and it doesn't boot, there is a way to fix it. The only thing you need to do is go into safe mode. So if I'm not able to do anything with this GPU now, I'll have to go into safe mode, because then it doesn't load the graphic driver. Then you can reset your settings. So let's see, maybe we won't crash now. Maybe we'll be blessed. This is going to mess with my voltage curve, so I should probably go 1.8 right now first. 950, it might cause a crash. It might. Let's see, apply changes. Okay, we're still alive. We're still alive. I think to save time, let's just do a stress test. If it doesn't crash here, then we might be lucky. Then it might actually work. We're actually running at 2 gigahertz. What? Are we? Is that for real? Yeah, we're at 74 watts. And the core clocks? Nah, it's 1.7. Oh, it's the VRAM. Oh, never mind. I'm an idiot. We're at 1.2 gigahertz. What's our core voltage running? 0.687. So it's running super low. Phantom clocks. I'm looking at VRAM clock speed. I'm like, wait, what? That's kind of dumb. But anyway, yeah, got a 1.7 there. Nice. Okay, so it ran stable here. Let's see what happens in time spy. We might still get a crash in spite of that. Okay, do we crash or do we bench? That's the question. If it exits again, then it's probably an unstable GPU. Whoa, yeah, okay. So the GPU is unstable. What we can maybe do is increase our voltage curve a bit and see how that goes. I don't even know if WCCFtech is like Twitch TOS, because sometimes the things people post here. Alright. You think my 3090 will beat Kusik at 75 watt? Well, I think it's a challenge, sub. Let's do it. I'm gonna update that. Bring it on, baby. Bring it on. Let's see you do it. Bring it on, baby. Point the pedestal fan. That'll definitely save you some power. Honestly. Yeah, that'll be fun, bro. Just do it. Just do it. As he says, listening to me. Working in the background. Good stuff, man. Good stuff. Let's go. Yeah, he's got an AMD cooler for the VRAM. Unfortunately, that won't be counted, but in his power budget. But who cares? It's fun. You should just try it and see what happens. That AMD cooler, I love it. It's actually pretty funny. There we go. Alright, so we got a score. Oh, that's a decent bump in score. 21.7. Nice. Our clock's 1.5. I don't know what our average was. We can see the details here, right? Let me go back to that screen. Display cap screen. Okay, so our average clock frequency was 1 GHz and it hit a maximum of 1.4. That's not too bad. That's much better. I guess now we can start just bringing the max voltage down a little bit until it crashes again. Well, that's decent. And then we can do a memory overclock and see how far we get with that. Alright, let's do this. Let's drop the voltage a little bit, or let's first overclock the RAM and make sure that it runs stable. The VRAM overclock. Let's go with fast timings. I know I can run 2100, so let's do 2100. Apply that, and let's drop the voltage slightly. Let's go to 1 volt. Okay, we know this stress test works, so it's not going to help us to do that. We have to rerun, yeah. Dang, I'm impressed. We actually got a good score just with the undervolts. We're actually getting a decent frame rate there. Heck. It's definitely a massive improvement compared to what we had. I don't think we hit 70 FPS there, which is nice. Well, 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 there we go. That's an increase. That's already a lot better. Gee whiz, this is working. Damn, that was a massive improvement. That's like a 1.3K improvement. Wow. Yeah, we actually managed to hit 1.6 GHz there. And 100 MHz extra average clock boost. So we can probably push it further. Okay, so let's do it. Let's go further. I think, let's try 980 millivolts. 980. Apply the changes. Once we start hitting 1.8, although we're getting close, I should probably up those clocks to 2000. Not 200. 2000, just for kicks. Although that might cause stability issues now, but let's see what happens. Let's run it again. So fired up now that he's doing his best to get best score. Oh hell yeah, let's go. Yeah. Sorry, I just removed the desktop. I just don't want to get banned by Twitch. You never know what pops up on this forum. Yeah, sup, get ready, Kusika 23K. Yeah, we are, yeah. It's coming. We're going higher. We're gonna push it. We're pushing the limits. 24.5. We're going up. We're going up. Wow, that's not bad. That's not bad at all. Yeah, that's literally 1.5k again. That's insane. What does it say is our average clock here on GPU? That's memory clock. 288. It's the same. Memory clock, damn it. Read the right clocks. 1. Well, how the heck do I get a better score with lower clocks? What am I missing here? Maybe but the average clocks is the same. I'm confused now. Alright, so what's the next step? I guess we push this voltage until we get a crash. Okay, so we know it crashes at 950, right? So what if we 960, 20 millivolts down. Let's run it again, see if we crash. I'm starting to see artifacts pop up on the screen. I think it's artifacts, I'm not sure. Yeah, it looks like it. I don't know if you guys are seeing it. I think we're hitting that limit now. We should probably up it a little bit. Yeah, there's the crash. There we go. Okay, so 960 is not working. 980 works. Shall we try 965? We're still getting errors. It's probably going to be best to restart the PC because the GPU crashed. Let's do it. Let's restart. Run it again. If it still crashes, we'll go put up the voltage a little bit more. If you've been wondering about the display capture, I'm basically running it with NDI software. It is supported in OBS as well to directly capture the screen via an Ethernet. It doesn't use GPU. It's not supposed to use GPU power, so it's running from the CPU side. So it shouldn't really affect our benchmark that much. Midland. Someone's got to represent Team Green. I did a horrible job. Nah, bruh. It was a good challenge. You put it forward. I like it. And that's what matters. You put the challenge forward. Yes, that's absolutely true, and you know it. We've had weird shit show up on WCCFtech. Let me just show the comment. I mean, we've had funny meltdowns. I remember, especially in the good old days of WCCFtech. We had some crazy meltdowns. I know one thing for sure. If I start improving my knowledge on the voltage curves, I'd probably be able to get better scores. Because then I can just modify the voltage curve to work up until 2.6 gigahertz from 650 millivolt up to 950 millivolt. It's all about getting that sweet spot in that curve, but I don't know how to do that yet. Okay, we are done. 25.3. Okay. Don't know if that is better result than we had previously. What did we get? Oh yeah, it's definitely better. It's like, it's not massive amount better, it's 800 points better. Let me just go here. See, the graphics score is like 800 points higher. 900, almost 900 points. 840 points higher. Plus minus. Not bad. Any difference on the core clocks? Average 1-2. That's a massive bump. That's a massive bump. Nice. Okay, okay. Alright, so the next step for us will be to undervolt our SoC a little bit more until we crash and burn. So let's go. More power tool. Okay, so our SOC minimum voltage is 925. I've managed to get stable for mining at 880 millivolts. So let's push it to 880 and then leave the maximum at 950. I think so far it was running 925, so it was running at minimum anyway. Gosh, no homo, thanks Sub. I got you, bro. As long as it's no homo, I'm happy. Too late. Chrissy ASMR. Oh gosh. ASMR's all over my YouTube bagel algorithm. Bruh. Like, I don't know, ASMR is just not my thing, you know. I know ASMR is based on, like, things that, like, when you're having to sit and you're busy working or something and somebody's busy doing something and it makes these sounds that, like, feel good. But I've visited, for instance, what is that woman's name again? I think it's Alinity. I visited a stream once just to see what it's like, and no thank you. I clicked out of it as quick as I could. It's just so weird. It's just not for me. 25.6. 300 points. We're really pushing a tiny limits now. But that's already an improvement just by undervolting the SoC. So let's see. SoC. What voltages did we hit on the SoC here? 0.9. Okay, 0.9 maximum. So what if we set our max SoC voltage even lower? We could try that. So our GPU core voltage was 0.71. That's pretty low. That's nice. I'm gonna try that. Let's put our SoC voltage down a bit. The minimum I know is where it's supposed to be. I can't put it lower, but let's put the max also at 880 and see what happens. Power 880. Yeah. Okay, let's reboot. Okay, so our SoC is now at 881 volts, 0.881. The SoC voltage is essentially controlling the voltage of the silicon on chip. That is not your GPU core, but everything else running around it. So if you can get that running at a lower voltage, you can save power. The only thing it doesn't affect is your GPU core and your VRAM, your F clock. Alright, here we go. Let's see. Hell yeah, 26k, what a massive improvement. Nice. Okay, let's upload that one. Wow, okay, I'm impressed. I really didn't think we were going to be able to push performance that high. That is insane. You know what I think I should do is remove this one, add the result, my results. I should add my first one, my first fire strike. Where was it? I need to put fire strike on only. This is still my old, holy crap. This is my GTX 950 score from a long time ago, 2016. Hell yeah. Nice. Alright, we want the 20th. This one, this is our first one. Let's add that to compare. Remove that one. Add it here and add that. Okay, now we got them all. Okay, so our maximum so far, GPU score 26,130, where our first one was 20,193. That's that's about almost a 6K improvement. That's insane. That's really not bad. If I remove this middle one, let's get the GPU. 1.2 average clock, 1.207. So it's the same. It's the average, the clock frequency, the highest clock frequency is improved, but the average is still the same pretty much. Okay, so the only thing I can really do to improve this is to up my VRAM, but my VRAM is not very stable. So if I do it anymore, it's probably going to crash, and in my opinion that would be a cheating result. So I think I'm going to stick with this score. I think this is going to be the score I'm going to leave it at. But it was fun. I enjoyed this. This was so fun to do. So I'm going to upload this one quickly to WCCFtech. Let me just go back to my results here. Details. Copy this link. And slap it in here. It's at. Midland. Oh wow. Come on, I don't know why it does this. I hate it when it removes my links. I'm a little dumb with this, but anyway. That could work, I guess. There we go. So that will be my final result. I think I'm gonna leave it at that one. But it's been a ton of fun. I've actually enjoyed this. This is also the first time I stream from my laptop, and it's handled it pretty well. I'm pretty happy with this thing. This thing has been performing quite well. But yeah, that's where I'm gonna leave it at. A nice good score of 23,075 total score, but the graphics score, obviously the one we're looking at, if I scroll up a little that you can see it, at 26,130. Well, thanks for watching, guys. I really appreciate it. It's been a ton of fun. We'll definitely do this again in the future at some point. I'll see you next time. Cheerio.